Entering adulthood. What do I do? When I was little I thought being an adult meant not having a bedtime, but I've come to realize that it just means being in charge of my own bedtime, and it turns out that I'm not equipped to handle that responsibility. Adulthood doesn't mean you stop drinking juice pouches and eating fruit snacks. It means buying your own and mixing them with vodka at 3 in the morning while marathoning your favorite show because nobody can tell you to go to bed, and then regretting your decisions the next morning because you have to work and make more money to buy fruit snacks and juice pouches. I'm slowly becoming more unable to fit my hand in the Pringles can. Is this what growing up feels like? Wow. This is like me trying to showcase my talents for job interviews. Growing up means perpetually bemoaning younger versions of yourself like some kind of never-ending babushka doll of self-hate. So I was in Ike, and I said to myself, you're almost 21 now kid, you got to grow up and buy yourself a statement piece. Something that screams responsible adult and definitely not prone to regressive impulsive purchases. Flash, take the controls. But does anyone ask if I know how? What it feels like to enter adulthood? Rachel. We are sophisticated adults, okay? Just last week I purchased a vegetable. Adulthood. Can we start a club for teenagers who were constantly complimented on their intelligence when they were younger and are now having trouble coping with the realization that they're actually of average intellect at best? In elementary school I constantly scored as reading at a college level, but then I got to college and suddenly everyone's reading at college level. I have never seen a post that so accurately describes my life. How to adult. Make lots of lists. Make your bed. Send lots of emails and only cry maximum 5 minutes before making phone calls. Scream only mildly internally when strangers talk to you. Laundry sometimes. How does it feel to be an adult? Exhausting and everything is expensive. Part of adulting is having your bed in the center of the wall instead of in the corner. Why is this true? You can pry my corner bed out of my cold, dead hands. You know you're getting old when you watch The Little Mermaid and when Ariel says I'm 16 years old, I'm not a child anymore, and you're just sat there like yes you f***ing are young lady, stop it. Daddy I love him. B you don't even know him. The day you start agreeing with the parents in kids movies is the day it's all over. I used to think that adulthood was one crisis after another. I was wrong. As it turns out, adulthood is multiple crises, concurrently, all the time, forever. Confirmed. Not forever, just till you die. Start thinking about responsibilities. Adulthood is like the vet, and we're all dogs that were excited for the car ride until we realized where we are going. That's some real sh right there. Today my 11-year-old brother wanted us to go outside and play with his BB gun, but my dad wasn't around, so I was like I don't know, maybe we shouldn't use it without adult supervision. And he just started at me and I realized, I'm 20, I'm an adult, I'm the adult supervision. No your honor, I absolutely can make my case like an adult. First thing first, F the defendant and F his family too. Secondly, after payday. 8 days later, what organs do humans not need? The only domestic instinct my parents have managed to pass on to me is the tendency to hoard multiple plastic bags in another plastic bag, despite the fact that I will probably never need this many plastic bags in my adult life. Adulthood is just a never-ending cycle of, so you think you can wait another day to do your laundry. You'll understand when you're older. I'm older and I understand absolutely nothing. I actually understand less. This is what my husband and I purchased at the grocery store the other day. We don't have kids. We are adults. We pay bills and drink water from a whale. Money well spent. Get out. Adult life is being excited when a municipality finally agrees to exchange your old garbage bin with a new one after years of arguing with them. Listen, it's not about the garbage bin. Well, it is, but it's about beating your opponent through patience and a consistent strategy. Take that Ivan from Public Services, who's not liable for a replacement now. Ha ha ha. Do I hate my life? Absolutely. Do I get to do that next to my new garbage bin every morning as I drink my coffee and yearn for the sweet release of death? You bet your ass. One bonus of being an adult is grossly misusing modern slang on purpose and watching the young interns cry inside. A fine example, the other day I pointed at a passing shark and, while looking one intern right in the eye, went "Man, is that be or what up?" and the look on his face was something I will treasure for years. Me, a 21-year-old adult, when I go grocery shopping by myself. I want to be a mature adult and work and make a name for myself and become successful, but I also want to lie face down on the floor and eat ice cream in my pajamas all day and never go outside. Do you see my dilemma? Yeah, I know that kid hoss at the arcade and is just watching the demo for a game, but they are pressing the buttons like they are playing. Well, that's how I'm handling adulthood so far. You're old enough to make appointments yourself now. Breakfast for dinner is fun when you're a kid, but when you're an adult it's just like, yo, I ate lunch at 5 PM today and linear time is functionally meaningless. That awkward moment when you leave a store but don't buy anything and you're telling yourself, act natural, you're innocent. Spoiler alert, adulthood is 96% of you going, well, I hope this is how it works and I'll keep doing it till someone yells at me. Applying for jobs like, how soon are you able to start? Immediately. Please tell us about your relevant experience. Please. I get so excited when I can't remember the name of someone I knew in high school. It's like I'm one step closer to being fully cleansed. Parents, so what are you going to do with your life? Me, it's a surprise. Perks of being a legal adult 285. No one can tell you you can't have 40 tater tots for dinner. Cons of being a legal adult 137. No one will tell you that it's probably a bad idea to eat 40 tater tots for dinner because your stomach will hurt after. Stop, drop, and roll was always such a big deal as a kid. I really thought I'd be on far more than this as an adult. Puts a normal sized carrot in a bag of baby carrots so they have adult supervision. Me talking to an adult about computers. Yes, but bet I know everything. Yes, I going very quickly. That's because I'm familiar with it. Just let me. Done. You're welcome. Me talking to a tech person my age. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Moving out of your parents' house like I'm doing so awesome on my own. Like, right now, I found this can of beans. You're an adult now. You need to choose a career. You need to make your own doctor's appointment. So someone once called my old English teacher immature because at this point he was spinning around on a wheelie chair and he said, yeah, but the truth is we never really grow up, we just masquerade as adults because that's what we are expected to do. And to this day, that is the single most profound thing I have ever heard uttered by someone dicking around on a swivel chair. Young adult things. Washing your colors with your whites because you don't care, you just don't fking care. Me as a kid, why do adults talk about nothing but the weather all the time? That's so boring. Who cares? Me literally every day as an adult. Why the F is it so hot outside? The earth has no business being this hot. They need to make bigger juice boxes to quench my adult size thirst. Adult life might be full of pain and suffering, but at least we don't have to do pay anymore. Me performs a basic function of an adult human in society. Me, I'm so on top of it today. Haha, have fun at high school today, nerds. I'm gonna be doing cool adult stuff like sleeping whenever I want and crying. I did that adult thing you can do where you buy an entire cake and just eat it. I'm eating an entire cake. Update, there is more cake than imagined. I see now why my parents didn't let me do this. That sounds like responsibility and I want no part in it.